Welcome back again. It's your boy Prodigy, and we are still on the nominees interview tour. We did Ondo State, awesome, massive reception. The weight, all you guys are throwing behind us is massive and awesome, and we cannot but say thank you. Thank you to everybody supporting the Stallions Awards. Thank you to all the nominees. Thank you to all those who are not nominated but are supporting us. Now we're back in Ekiti, and we are kicking off Ekiti's edition with none other than a shrewd businessman. He's a real estate man. He's a nightlife man. He's a sportsman. He does everything. Anything and everything he invests in. And he is so much respected as he is humble himself. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to VICOLAS, the chairman of VICOLAS Group.
God bless you, everyone. I remain my humble self, Ibiti Alamide Victor, CEO of VICOLAS Group. And thanks for coming.
We appreciate you. This man is so humble. Very young CEO. And you all know, we said it from the start, that what we are doing with these interviews is like get insights into the lives of our nominees in those focus group. The young CEO, youth entrepreneurs. Let's get you guys out there inspired by their own story. Apart from the fact that they are nominees, they are role models too. And we just want people to tap in. I mean, tap from their graces through their stories and all of that. So we get this interview started. Let's get to know you. Mr. VICOLAS.
Yeah, my guy. Yeah, I'm with you.
Your journey has been amazing. I know so much about you. Not too much, but so much about you. But like as people are trying to get to know you, I'm trying to get to know you some more too today. Like your journey as a businessman, when did it start and how did it start?
Well, you're welcome again. My
Thank you
name
very
is
much.
Ibiti Victor, CEO of VICOLAS Group, and this is Ball and Ball. My journey as a businessman.
Yes, sorry. We are actually having this interview at one of his businesses. This is Ball and Ball.
Yeah.
He has the sports arena where people play football and the chilling sports. He calls it Ball and Ball.
A lounge.
You can play ball and ball at the same time. So Ball and
We
Ball.
have lounge, we have pool, we have almost everything you need. Free internet, 247.
We'll be showing you around. We'll be showing you around after this interview. So
Yeah, my journey as a businessman started a long time ago. But to be specific about when it started, I have to be honest, I could not really say it's the so time that it started. Yeah, I was always involved in the things I see my mom do.
Oh.
As a salary earner and also as a businesswoman. So I had been used to the process of turning melon to millions. I've always seen her turn things around while we were growing up. So to say categorically, it was so time I started my business, or I started as a businessman, I won't be able to be specific. But I could remember this scenario that happened when I was still in primary 3. A very long time ago, I think primary 3 or also primary 2, primary 3. I mentioned earlier, I think we talked about this once. I was always while I was going to school, or they would give me transport, 50 kobo back then. Then that 50 kobo I used it to buy all these plastic horses. All these plastic horses that I used to dangle. So when I get to school, the rich kids, because I didn't come from a very
humble background.
Very big background, but I thank God for today. So the experience has been like, I understand what it looks like to invest money, and I knew very well that whenever you invest, you are meant to make profit.
Yeah.
So when I buy that plastic toy for 50 kobo, the rich kids buy it for me more like auction. So some will say, I want it 1 naira. Okay, I'll pay 1
I
naira
paid
to
2
come. I'll
naira.
pay 2 naira. Then I was selling on the average of 2 naira. So every break like this, myself and my other poor kids, we
You
always
guys
have
will go
enough
and
money
ball.
to ball. We always had enough money. So my journey as a businessman, I would say started around that time. Around that time when I was still in primary school, 23, until the business crashed. When somebody followed me in the morning to where I used to buy those things. So
Watercast.
and as on a professional level, as a businessman, my business sense started while I was still in polytechnic. Then I would move around, help people do the things my mom would send me to do for fun. Like painting. We want to paint our house back then. My mom won't have to call people from out there.
She does it herself.
Yeah, she led us by example. Daddy was always the traveling type. He was a salary, a white collar. So we didn't blame him for not being available. We tried all he could to make sure we can get the best. So he travels, he comes back 2 or 1 weekend every month. So with the things we see our mom do back to back became a lifestyle for us. So right now, business became a lifestyle, and getting paid for it is just as good as being paid for passion, what I loved doing. So the dad that was not always very available doesn't mean he was not there as a role model as well, because he always tells me, I'm sending you guys to school not to end up like me, who is a salary earner, who is a white collar person. So we thank God. So we have been subconsciously became business minded persons, myself and my siblings, from the 90s, from where we were.
That's a long time ago.
A very long time ago. So by the time we start bringing a lot of things into manifestation, it looks like it's easy. But honestly, there's always been a lot of up and downs. So many times we have more ups than down. So many times, or let me say most times, we have more downs. But thank God, the things we do and we win makes up for every loss we've ever made.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Yeah, we lose because we take risk a lot.
Yeah.
The kind of risk we take is actually a calculated risk. Okay, will it work? So many times you'll be doubting, even by the time you are almost there. You'll be doubting, but trust me, as a businessman, what differentiates us from those people who doesn't want to take the risk is that risk we are taking. Yeah. So we thank God for how far we have come. Whenever it be like, people be like, VICOLAS has done that. Wow. Trust me, there's never something I want to do that started the same year. It's always been pre-planned. It's always been pre-planned.
But in your journey to where you are today, you're still growing. I know, because I know your name will still be called the way the Aliko Dangotes and the other dollars of this country are called.
We pray.
Yeah, you've not had this smooth, apparently. But those challenges that you faced along the line, I want you to just tell us like 1 or 2 of those challenges and how you handled them.
Yeah. One of the challenges we had was I personally and my siblings, let me say, when I'm saying anything about myself, is applicable to every of my siblings. We do not have the enabling environment. We do not have the rich parents who could give us the things we needed. And that in a way looks like it's a problem. Every Nigerian youth today say, my mom, my dad, my dad did not do this.
Yeah.
But we are a result of not having those things provided for us. Yes, and we've seen people that we grew up together in the neighborhood, that their parents were everything they needed, and secretly we envy them, like, but we still praise God for them. Not that we wish them bad. We'll be like, Sheba won't come in. It's somebody that gave birth to them. And so many times when my dad had to tell us stories about when he was in the police, how his colleagues were doing this and that to make money illegally. At some point, we were telling ourselves we do not have the infantry to tell it to our dad. Like when they were making those moves, when they were taking those risks, why didn't you?
Why didn't you? Yeah.
So it got to an extent that myself and my elder brother majorly was like, Omotoni Baba Nwola. Then the course here. The meaning is, if you are abusing the people ahead of you, like they are this, they are that, indirectly, you are also on the same journey. When you get there, we are one of those people who used to talk about good and bad uncles.
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
you are already uncle to a lot of people now.
Yes.
You understand what it means. So many times we used to have uncles that you don't have to ask them for things, and that gave us the reason to believe the few that we're not doing fine. Like it can they are still there this, but now we are already.
Now you understand.
Position. How many nephews or nieces have I called or reached out to? Do I reach out to those I can reach out to? But I'm in the position where I realize what our parents were going through.
Yeah,
but I thank God for one thing, which is actually a plus to my journey, that my dad was unable to provide all the basic things. He tried to make sure at least we have basic education. And the fact that my dad could give us basic education happens to be everything for us. So that gave us the privilege to have to associate with people, to meet people, even when we knew his income could not afford the primary school we went to. He tried his best to provide that education for us. The foundation was really good. And he kept saying something. As a white collar person that he was, he said, I've gone through all these things to make sure you don't ever have to. And we thank God. He kept saying, you have gone to school not to get a job like me. I don't want you to end up like me. So we now, at some point, myself and my siblings, we evaluated his life. We knew the things that we appreciate so much about him. We knew the ones we don't want to be like. And we are able to filter and cultivate the ones we want. One of those that we do not want was the fact that he was always being transferred from one place to the other.
So he was
never really home. And that has always been an headache for my mom, which made her to be so strict with us. She'll be like, you want people to say it's because it's a woman that
fear of failure.
So she'll beat the head. But we thank God we have the results today, and we give all glory to God that we do not end up to be reasons for her to cry.
So would you say the training you got from your mom and your parents, basically,
Dad and mom,
did they affect all your siblings too?
Yes, positively. The environment we grew up from, very few people. It won't be wrong for me to say less than 1% succeeds. It's really bad. And all they just want to do in that kind of environment we grew up from was just have wife or have husband, start bearing children, get food for them to eat. Like we had no serious motivation from the community. And we had this privilege from our parents. They gave us exposure. They take us out on some holidays. We visit families, friends who are in cities. So going and coming back, we don't come back the same way. Even without those people knowing. We always look out for no. If this can be happening here, something great can happen here we have come from. We knew we came from a very bad and poor background, but we also remind ourselves that we don't belong there. We owe ourselves fortune.
That's what matters. That's
While we were small, while we were young as kids, myself and my elder brother, when we want to talk about things, I can do this before you, I'll do this more than you, yeah, let's do it. Then we want to have a bet. I'll buy you Lamborghini. I'll buy you, I owe you one Ferrari, you know?
Yeah.
Those things that looks extremely unrealistic. It was never like, if this happens, you all have football. No. We give ourselves the task that looks beyond reality.
Yeah.
And honestly, we were still in secondary school when we have started writing out the things we would like to achieve in life. If I have not achieved all, maybe a little more to go. If my elder brother has not achieved all, maybe a little more to go.
Your mom must be a very proud mom.
I'm envious of her.
Envious of her.
I envy her.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
I envy my mom.
I get it.
Because honestly,
Rest of mind and everything.
honestly, there was a time I asked her, I sent her about 8 questions. Mommy, I asked that series of questions and I asked her one thing. I said, what has been that thing that we have majorly done for you that can honestly make you say you are a proud mother? Her answer was as good as saying she lost count. Irrespective of any other thing, that alone gives me another sense of fulfillment. Because see, that's the thing we have always said. There are things I've promised my dad, I promised my mom that I've not even done. Despite those things, my mom could say she has lost count. Then, thank God.
What did you study when you were in school?
Yes, business admin.
Oh, that's why you're a businessman. OND.
Yeah.
You didn't do HND?
No. I had my BSc.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
BSc, business admin too.
Business admin.
Okay,
And my master's.
And your master's. Now tell us, we know you do a whole lot of businesses. I mentioned some the other time. But could you tell us all the businesses you do?
Except I list it out. But not that it's so much like that. But honestly,
we know say
I find myself doing practically everything that does not go against the law. Practically everything that does not go against the law. Majorly the businesses I do, I'm into sports business actively. I'm into sports business because my dad is past 75 years old and he still plays football today.
Whoa.
Even if it's not as active as we can, but he plays every weekend, Saturday, Sundays, and at least he can still move around. So through football, he was able to get scholarship that made him to be able to finance us in school. I have my own personal team.
You played professionally?
Professionally. He played for Ibadan State then, according to with them, Moti Adepoju.
Oh, yeah.
Those days in Ibadan. Those were his teammates when they were playing for Ibadan State as claimed. Yeah, and because of that, I developed interest in football. And I've been playing ball. I think my first boot was bought for me by him, I think 1995 or so. And I've been on the pitch. Currently, in the places I play football today, I'm not old, I'm still very young, but I play with younger players. And I happen to still manage to be the highest goal scorer.
Oh shit!
Any minute,
in the building.
any minute pitch I find myself. I might not really have the strength for the big field. any minute pitch, bless you, any minute pitch I find myself. You understand? So it's in the blood. So that's one about sports. And I have a team I finance, VICOLAS FC. We play in this Ekiti State League, and or some other tournament that comes around the Ekiti State. We play in the Bet Nigeria League. We play in the Ekiti State League. We play all these Obas Cup, local government cup, and
I'm hearing this for the first time, though.
VICOLAS FC? Yeah. Probably you are not a sport person.
No, it's not because I'm not a sport person.
Or not a grassroots.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So we have close to 100 players.
Wow.
Close to 100 players. We have the younger ones, the under 13, under 15, under 17, then the adult players.
Oh, that's massive.
And we take our players out. Some of them have even gone for several trials at the national level.
That's interesting.
That's about.
So aside sports, which other businesses do you do?
Yeah, real estate majorly. That's what finances some other businesses for. Buying, selling,
developing.
Yes.
Okay.
Of properties. So land, houses, buying, selling, and developing. So I have this company, Top Logic Solutions Nigeria Limited. We are into bricks and ring making.
Okay.
Yeah. So we sell to the sites that we operate on, and site for other people who come to buy. We sell cement, wholesale and retail. So about real estate.
Businessman right here, man. He does everything. That's so. When you heard about your nominations for Stallions Awards,
it was just like I didn't know anything was really coming up soon. I didn't know Stallion was coming soon. When you told me, you messaged me like, yeah, one of the nominations, I was like, okay. I said, okay, thank you. I got the invite in preparing for December events, and I also shared on my page this. So I was Stallions Awards.
How did it make you feel that you were nominated for those categories?
It makes me feel really good. At least I'm remembered. I'm not forgotten.
That's exactly what
I'm remembered. I'm not forgotten. I now know what bust my head about this whole nomination. When you messaged me, like, as one of the, what do you call it?
Young CEO.
I was like, for you, okay. We are getting there anyway. Then, I feel good. I posted on my page, like, this Stallions Award, there are categories for nominations. Vote for your favorite. Not even vote for VICOLAS. Vote for your favorite.
Oh, you didn't even put...
I told people on my page, vote for your favorite. I only posted once. That very day.
Yeah, I love
get to know I have votes. And I see some other people saying, people send them link, like DJs, MCs, I don't know, other categories.
Yeah.
And even female categories. And when they see VICOLAS in other categories, like, I know this.
Yeah.
So people, I think antecedents make them to vote. The things that we've been or we've done or people have seen us.
Before you open this place, you've had the other sports facility in Exo, Iworoko area, where people go to play. That was the first in this
yes. You know, I'm into building business. I'm a contractor, usually. Yeah, the first stadium in Ekiti State was built by my company. Yeah, there's this football pitch.
The major one?
No. The first aside pitch.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's the first one.
Private pitch. Yes, it was built by my company, and we thank God that we came first. We
have other ones.
Yes, we have other ones. No, we are not even into competition with anybody.
Yeah.
But the fact that we are the first, leave the best to anybody who is the best.
Yeah.
And we have other ones, and we are happy about it.
But you putting up this one is bigger than the first one. The one here now.
Yes, it's bigger.
It's bigger than the first one, and it's more standard. I think it's the biggest right now in the States.
People will say,
People will say, you know, bro.
I don't
You
know.
always try to be humble with
I
everything,
don't
bro.
know. I don't know. But one thing I always want to do is, irrespective of how late it is, I always like to get better in anything I do. If I am coming here today, I'm coming the next time. I don't want to come as the same person. I want to come better than I've been. You understand? So having to even go from here to somewhere else, and the place becomes bigger than this, won't surprise me, because it's been a lifestyle. I just want it better.
Definitely.
I just want it
Definitely.
better.
Competition is even healthy.
Yes,
Only for you, only for myopic people who would see it as,
some people
no,
are some
but
people,
when you see it as, oh, you've done it, okay, I'm gonna do better. And it doesn't mean
some people are limited minded. So it looks like a threat, but it's no. Everybody can survive. We can't win. We can't win without God being angry.
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
I have a series of business. I'm into food chain business. The guy that we just drove in here together, he came to this Ekiti as a copper, and he has one of the biggest eateries in Federal Police area now.
Oh,
yeah, he's from Ekiti, fine. But when I knew him, he was a copper. So we talked about one or two things. Today I was already talking to him about even other businesses. Yes, we can all win and God will not be angry about it. Yes, in the food chain business that I find myself today, I make sure I help few others start their food businesses too. Not less than 8 in different locations.
You never help me.
No, we have not had reasons to talk about food business.
No, I did tell the world now.
No, it's not about me helping you. Yes, sir.
VICOLAS has not helped Prodigy.
VICOLAS will help Prodigy. If Prodigy
said it online.
VICOLAS help.
You heard it here.
This help is not always about money. They are help that money cannot.
It's not even about money. We're not talking money right here.
It's not. Do you understand? But when we talk about things, we spend 1 hour together, and that 1 hour can fetch you what can actually help you for a lifetime, bro. That's a win-win situation. Even if you don't acknowledge me for it, I will be sitting down somewhere one day without you telling me I made it possible. But deep within me, I'll be pleased that thank God I was involved in this success.
Yeah, that's it.
And looking around, when I see young boys, younger than myself, who had actually passed through me in a way or the other, doing fine and succeeding doing this and that, I tell you, I feel so good, because I honestly know if they had been a kind of burden to me, by the time they become financially independent, the body of such a person has been lifted off me. In fact, 1 or 2 other people who was other burdens to me plus him will leave me and focus on him. And when we have a lot of rich young people, there used to be a lot of talk about people like me back then, when there were not a lot of successful young entrepreneurs.
Yes.
So I always say this story like, but boy, when I didn't marry very early, so a lot of people will be like, what is Shogun Debe could marry? And where's the money? I don't even have savings anywhere. I believe in investment. I don't have savings anywhere. And there's somebody who will be like, boy, God, you always forgive us for what we do not know.
What we don't know that we say.
But irrespective, I'm not trying to clear anybody's mind. I like people being in that doubt, like, is this, is that? Until they start saying those things, you are nobody. Do you get me? When they say, he's doing this, he's a ritualist, he's feel good for some reasons. Then, for other reasons, understand that they are humans. They don't want to know how.
Normal stuff.
But if God does not show them how, they start seeing the things, and the things is what should give you strength, not to weigh you down. So we have been there. So when people even tell me about me, like, but VICOLAS, they don't, probably the person doesn't know me. The person talking like he knows. I'll be like, wow, tell me more. I even want to hear more. I mean, not bunk by, yeah.
And so that kind of stuff.
We keep catching the cruise, bro. We keep catching the cruise, but it's been God all the way.
Yeah.
It's been God all the way. One thing I just also want to chip in, whatever I do now, Just take for instance the bakery business. It's been in plan for 5 years.
Have you started the bakery now?
Jesus. Okay.
We said what are the things you do. You never mentioned bakery.
Just like I said earlier. I might not be able to.
It took plenty. Okay, you said it's a list. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay, fine.
I have 3 different outlets that it's only games we do. Only games.
Games.
One for just video games. So many people will be like,
okay. I think I know about VICOLAS break now. I know.
VICOLAS break, yeah, that.
Yeah.
Big one just for video games. Full video game. PS5, I think few PS4 too. PS5s. I haven't played that, just snooker and table tennis. I have other places.
Well done, bro.
Yeah.
You've really done well for yourself. And I hope you all have learned a thing or two from everything from his story. Like we said before, we're still going to be going around. It will take us on a tour around these premises. And this is one of the businesses. We check out the place. Okay.
Yeah, we sell drinks to wholesale and retail.
This platform is not for marketing, but
wholesale and retail. Wholesale and retail.
You do wholesale for drinks too?
Yes, and retail. We have a very big drink store.
Is there something you don't do, bro?
I don't do badly. I know that for sure. When you say I know you somewhere, I'll be bold to say yes. You might know me, but where? I don't have to hide my face.
Yeah.
Because I know I do not commit anywhere. Thank you.
So y'all follow us as we take you on a tour of Ball and Ball. Let's go.
Trent, pressure? What pressure?